in recent seasons. Here's McInnes, he's 5 away. As nervy as they've looked, they had the chance to score first. Trindle, Hines feeding Ramian. A try to Cronulla.
Yeah, nice construction of play there by the Sharkies. Out to their right side, they go to their main man, Nico Hines. And they just go to that spot between winger-centre combination. New men on the field. Dane Laurie. The Isuzu D-Max replay. Just a lovely time pass. Jesse Rain.
Talakai crashes into Batea. Almost broke free of the young man's grasp, but he stopped within a couple of metres. Trindle around the back, kicks, pursues. Brilliant play by Braden Trindle. Britton Nikora gets a try, but you can put that down to the number 6. Great skill.
Yeah, it's a lovely try. Wonderful skill. We've seen a lot of this play at the end of last season from Trindle. Just playing all on instinct. Looked up, there was a bit of space on the edge of the Penrith defence. Isuzu D-Max replay. There's that little bit of space there, which Isaiah Yo he presented. And it's a lovely little kick, as we've seen up the other end from Cleary. Just a nice little grubber, end over end. The Sharkies, they're back.
Held off Yo before Papali'i came in, as did Kenny, 3 metres away. The Sharks just have to score here to be any hope, and they will. It's Iro off a nice ball from Trindle.
Yeah, what a lovely pass that was there. Trindle, again, wide ball, speed to the line. And just watch how he holds it up. Well, here's the area made by Liam Martin. Mulatalo just got up in his face and they played on. Just watch Trindle here. Little show, hold up, face ball. And that's a well-constructed try. Iro, Isuzu D-Max replay. Great timing, running into space, running hard.
That's Jack Cole. They've seen a lot of traffic towards him. He's been keen to stand up to it. Though Fanua Blake with all his muscle.
Oh, he's got there.
And all his might. He's dragged the Sharks right back into this now.
Wow. We're asking someone to stand up, be an X-factor. That man there, the new recruit, Adam Fanua Blake. And you all know he is a wrecking ball of a front rower at that time.
But only the third tackle. Brayley, quick play the ball. Hines, this could spell trouble. Kennedy on to Kailiro. First contact, not good. That is not good enough from North Queensland. Goal line defence. They had ample opportunity to put something on Kailiro, who has scored the opening try of the match.
Yeah, Bossy, you said quick play the ball, and that it was, and that allowed the nice ball movement. Here's Hines going deep into the line. They had an opportunity out to the right if Ramian could have caught off his body. Had an unmarked Stone Street on the outside. This time they go left. Hines deep into the line with Fanua Blake. And then just Kennedy, simple early ball. Kailiro, what a player. One-on-one at times, deceptively, so strong. And he just shrugs off Vialia, gets through the tackle of Duffy and Bateman, slams the ball down. And Cronulla, with their first...
They look like they're one pass away from scoring, the Sharks. Brayley with the ball. There's the pass to Nikora. I wasn't thinking that easy. One pass off the ruck. And again, goal line defence from the Cowboys is found wanting.
Yeah, one of the best back rowers in the competition. So reliable, Britton Nikora, athletic and an incredible ability to hit the line at speed. That's a tough run, just skips to the outside there, changes his body position on the pass from Brayley on O'Donnell. Brilliant work from Blake Brayley.
Standing still got it. Last tackle. Hines across. Kennedy, fingertips. Stone Street. Sam Stone Street gets a little bit of redemption. Involved in the Cowboys try on the negative side. He pulls one back for Cronulla. The lead is re-established outside a converted try.
I'm sure they had an underlap here, the Sharks. They had more numbers there, the Cowboys. Just a complete disconnect between Purdue and Dearden. Just watch Purdue's movements here. Just caught in field, Dearden was looking to slide. And an unmarked Stone Street, well, couldn't believe his luck. Great work, Hines, on the last tackle, linking up with Kennedy. But again, this left edge of the Cowboys, they're at sea.
Duffy it was who got to him. Hines across, Atkinson, Trindle, Mulatalo, Wilton scores in the corner for Cronulla. Finally, the Sharks come up with a second half try. Ironically, it's when it's back 13 on 13.
Yeah, started with that man there, Will Kennedy. Beautiful take. Never took his eyes off the ball. Came forward into collision. And on the Harvey Norman replay, shrugged off the ankle, tapped and just found Stone Street, even though he was falling. Great desperation from Drinkwater, bringing down Stone Street. Duffy there to attend to the tackle, and Hines moving the ball. Atkinson out to Trindle. The cutout pass to Mulatalo, found Wilton out on the wing. Great catch and pass, great skill.
It might be his turn to put a little step on them. Trindle with the ball. Dummy inside. Kennedy, too easy. Ronaldo goes over. Well, it's quite incredible. Suddenly, for 10 minutes, the Cronulla attack against 12 men lost its way. Now it's back to 13 on 13, and they've refound their mojo.
Yeah, when Nico Hines ran the footy only plays before, Vossi, it was Trindle and Kennedy that were livid. They wanted the ball on the left-hand side. They were scheming, trying to get this play on. And this time, recognising that this right edge of the Cowboys is completely disrupted. Sam McIntyre, I beg your pardon, defending at right centre here. And a complete mismatch with speed. Kennedy on the outside. Kennedy position.
Brayley, there's time for more than one try here. Hines across. Trindle floats it out. Stone Street will help himself to another one. And he does like to get doubles. He's done it again. Samuel Stone Street. Until Vegas, he'd scored a try-double in 3 consecutive games. He missed out there. And now returns to that brace of try 4.
Great ball there from Brayley. Found Hines, got him on the front foot. Great to see Braden Trindle coming off that left-hand side over to the right-hand side. The halves combining together. Great pass execution under pressure. And Stone Street, yeah, that's his 4th line break of the afternoon. Sam Stone Street, another try. But Hines and Trindle combining together. And Stone Street flying high. Desperation from Dearden. And again, the left edge of the Cowboys.
Brayley, Talakai passes without looking. Wilton is caught by the defence. Some of the better Cowboys goal line defence of the day. Hines now, until now. Hero just plunges over. It was like a training gallop on that play. And it's not a happy night for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Hines was demanding the ball left. He sat there for the whole set. He knew that he wanted to go after this edge that's got Cohen Hess and McIntyre at right centre. It's clever play from Hines. It really is. And he just toyed with them, sucked in McIntyre. And when you've got the athleticism...
Anytime he's within 20 or 30 of the line. From Brayley. Comes back through Trindle. Hines is there. They've got them. Hines runs all the way himself. They just did not recover on that left edge, South Sydney, and it was simple work in the end for Nico Hines to open the scoring here today.
Absolutely brilliant. Great to see the halves pairing combining. Back to that right-hand side. And the depth and the precision and the deliberance of this Cronulla Sharks attacking system. Have a look at this. Look how deep they are. Look at Stone Street. Ramian creeps up flat. Here's the variation. Trindle across. They get the lead there on the inside of White and put Tassa.
Coming back towards the middle. Dallas Duncan was there. Now Hines again. On the angle, he is the best. Cutting back against the grain. Britton Nickera. Nobody in the NRL does it better. He is so hard to stop. And they just pounded through the middle until they found a weakness.
Yeah, they are using their weapons here this afternoon. Fanua Blakeburn absolutely relentless through the middle. But there, you're right, there is no better line runner than Britton Nickera in the competition. Hines rushed. Kepi took himself out of the line. That left the space in behind Kepi and the next defender there, which is Cronulla-Sutherland. Couldn't lay a glove on him.
You know the big thing here, Mick, is the variation that the Sharks have got. All game they've got Ero up against Ravalawa. Beats him, beats the cover of Kepi. Kennedy is there. He won't need him. What a try. Coming late, Tass can't get to Kale Ero. It began with Mulatalo, and the Sharks here on the shores of Botany Bay go coast to coast.
That is absolutely scintillating. What worked from Ronaldo Mulatalo, only inches off the dead ball line, a delicate kick that was perfectly placed from Walker. And Ronaldo Mulatalo has just come up with a miraculous play. Look at this. Picks it up one hand, beats one, and then just accelerates into the backfield, finds Kennedy, who then links up with Iro. Great footwork here on Ravalawa, beats him, shrugs him off, gets out of the tackle of Kepi, and away he went blocked. What a try from the Sharks.
For the Harvey Norman replay, you won't see it. Iro to the corner, Gray coming, a pass back infield. Mulatalo has it, shovels it to Hines. There's still a chance. Mulatalo, Kennedy! You can't draw it up like that, but boy, it is good to watch. Unbelievable.
Well, we come here this afternoon and you just knew Cronulla were going to be in a mood. Back on their home deck for the first time this season in a full house at Shark Park. And the athleticism, the power through the middle, but the athleticism in the back line, it was hopeful, that one from Stone Street. Great pickup from Kennedy. Mulatalo just locks it in the right arm, accelerates through some pretty ordinary defence. Gray did well. He got to Iro. Iro kept it in, and as Mulatalo found Hines, you thought they may have gone the wrong way, and then they found Kennedy, who's had a great first half. Off contract, the Cronulla fullback, back at home.
What a defensive day he has had, Jai Gray. But it's the Sharks again. Trindle running to the corner, sliding in, and he has scored. He got there just, but that's all he had to do. He summed it up beautifully.
Well, the halves had a great opening 40 minutes together, but it was so important they came out and started in the same mood in the second half, and it's been this man, Trindle, who's been absolutely brilliant here back at home this afternoon. It started with Hines pressing through the middle with Mulatalo. Here he is in that run mentality, found Mulatalo off his wing, sliced into the back.
Closing in on 100 metres. McInnes with the ball. That's three. Brayley left side. It's Trindle right to the line. The 6 and the 7. Hines to Iro. They cracked them open. The halves standing side by side. And Iro scores.
Stopped by Horsburgh and Smithies. Fast play the ball. Brayley in his 108th game in succession was the acting half. Hiroti straight through a massive gap. They left a yawning hole, and Hiroti called in to replace Kale Iro, is Cronulla's first try scorer.
Wow. First time really they've had an opportunity down here, the Sharks, and they come away with 4 points. There's a lovely little set piece out to the left-hand side. Harvey Norman replay. Just watch the work here of Will Kennedy. Just a little double pump, just a little show. He gets the centre to hold up, and he's able to put Hiroti away.
Nice. The Sharkies close enough to strike it. Great defence. Oh, Nickera broke out of the tackle and got the ball down. How strong is he? They had him wrapped up for all money.
Well, as you can tell, both back rowers, an incredible handy players. They can just do everything. Nickera had to actually run through two bodies, drag them 5 metres, and then stretched out on the Harvey Norman replay over the try line. Watch this, they're in front of him. He runs through Sebastian Chris. Pulls out a stranger's tackle. There's Hudson Young holding onto his boots. Well, that's a good try.
Brayley waiting. Goes to Nico on the right-hand side. Back to Nikora. There's a bit of space there. Nikora throws it on the boot. Once, twice, 3 times. Nikora! It'll be on the highlights reel of tries of the year. He kicked it 3 times.
Wow. What an effort that was. Nikora on the last play, Harvey Norman replay. They went down a short side with Nicho Hynes, nothing doing there. Britton Nikora, he dropped off. The defence hadn't moved up for the Raiders. And, well, he got lucky there. He tried to put the ball between the legs. Who was it? Horsburgh. He went to trap it. Ricochets everywhere. Like a pinball machine. And he follows the ball up and, wow, we're going to
come at Manly through Talakai. Dragged the ground by Brooks and Ben Drabojevic. Still 2 plays left. Short side play. Oh, brilliant! The cutout pass. The big reach from Stone Street, who regathers the ball, dives in the corner. What a beautiful pass for Cronulla's right winger.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from the Sharks. And Trindle, the man, he was the man of the moment. He was parked on the left-hand side. He saw some space on the short right side of the Sharks, and he drifted across behind. And Stone Street, well, he got caught earlier here. They went down that channel, held up on that occasion, but the second time they came back, Trindle was the man, up a short side, 4v3, and that's a nice take from Stone Street as well, to grab the ball with one hand. It's floating through the air, and he's grabbed it. It was heading for the crowd, Matty, and he's pulled it in.
Big man with a long reach, and he uses all his height and wingspan to grab that ball. They show it to him now. Trindle kicks along the ground. Stone Street for 2. It's 2 try assists. Braden Trindle, 2 finishes. Sam Stone Street.
Gee, I know my footy. Kev Walters is on this afternoon. But what a great kick from Trindle again. He's the leading man this afternoon for the Sharks. Saw that there was space in behind the Manly defence, and he just rolled it in off his right foot. And Stone Street, the man again, to be on the spot. Nikora dropped under. That's what took the Manly defence out of it. And we've given Hopewadi some raps this afternoon. He's on the spot, but the kick was inch perfect, wasn't it? Look at that. And the A-grade bounce, and Stone Street gets a double here this afternoon. Nice work on the inside again from Trindle, just holding the defence up. That brought the Manly defence up even further, and the space was in behind, and he found it with the right foot kick.
Brilliant afternoon so far. Kennedy still going. Will Kennedy. Now he squirts on some speed. Will Kennedy has done it for a second time, and this time it is all legal. Well, he won't come home. He'll set up camp in Perth. He loves playing at Optus Stadium. A couple of pieces of pure brilliance, one for a no try, and now for another remarkable finish.
Absolute magic from the Cronulla fullback, William Kennedy. There was nothing doing. They shifted the ball to their right side. Typical play here from the Sharks, and they get the ball out. There's Kennedy there, passes the ball on, and then he gets it back, loops back around, and now there's so much work to do here. Beats 1, beats 2. Now he puts on the accelerator, gets around the fullback, shows to DCE, and puts the ball next to the left upright. That is a magnificent piece of individual work from Edwards. Unbelievable stuff.
The offload. 4 tackles down. Now Trindle, Hynes holding the ball, hitting Mulatalo, who gets the ball to Mawene Hiroti, and his remarkable strike rate continues. Hiroti over for the Sharks.
Yes, well, again, put this down to Hynes. His brilliant ball-playing work. He double-pumped the Cronulla players here, and that held up the Manly defence. Down their left side, brilliant work, as I say, from the inside man. Here he comes here, onto Trindle. Hynes out the back now. What's this double pump here? That brings Garrick in, which opens up the space for Molatino to run into, and then Hiroti gets the try on the end of it. That is brilliant work from the Sharks three-quarter line, particularly that pass there again. Excellent work from the Sharks. And it all started.
Hynes hitting his edge forward at an angle, and Wilton chopped down. Good tackle, Ruben Garrick. Brayley, crash play, Tommy Hazelton. He's a try-scoring specialist from close range, and Big Tommy thunders over again as Cronulla look to put the game to bed.
I think that's his first try for the Sharks in 2025, Matty, and it couldn't come at a better time in the game. Crashed his way over. He's known for his try-scoring capabilities. Just barged his way over. He's a big, tall man. Great work from Brayley to find him close to the...
Hit hard by Leo Thompson on play number 5. Hines in position for a kick. He takes them on. Good step, evades Crossland, and away to Oregon Corfusi. And the front rower is the first try scorer after 12 minutes of footy.
Yeah, attacking kick. Phoenix Crosslands does the right thing coming out, but close to your line when you're attacking the kicker, you've got to run to tackle. Comes out of the line. Isuzu MUX replay. He comes out of the line and just misses ordinary tackle, and then Kaufusi, and he goes underneath the post.
Oh, against the grain, great tackle, Crossland.
Brilliant defence.
2 try savers, either sides of the field. Kaufusi for a double, offloading out the back. McInnes keeps it alive. Brayley, Fanua Blake. The 2 props have scored the first 2 tries, and that's a cracking try. What about the ball playing?
Yeah, the short passing down this end of the field. That's what troubles defences. Short passing, hard running. Isuzu MUX replay was a great tackle from Crossland. He's looked sharp. Trindle with the ball. And then watch this. Rapid fire. Catch, pass, offload. Catch, pass, offload, try.
Look at the Sharkies. Now out deep and wide, and they've got an overlap through the hands. Stone Street in the corner.
Well, this is unforgivable. We looked at the bunker for 40, 50 seconds. During that time, the Knights had an opportunity to get their petrol tanks back up. They had their line set, and they moved the ball in the first play.
Oh, it's an intercept straight to Ramey and away to Stone Street. He goes to the speedster, and you can call off the chase. Cronulla have got one right against the run of play.
Yeah, well, Kalen plays off his inside leg here, and all his momentum's going upfield, and he's trying to pass out the back. And just watch, there's no power in this pass whatsoever. Isuzu MUX replay, just watch. Plays off the inside leg, and it's just, the ball doesn't go to hand, and the ball has no power in it. And it's simple intercept. He gets up in the attacking line, Jesse Ramian. And just, yeah, poor attack. Poor attack.
Back underneath Rudolph from Trindle. He's able to play this fast. He left the 2 markers lying on the ground, so Brayley goes to town and rolls a kick in behind. Kennedy! Brilliantly worked. You could see that try coming from the moment they got the ball.
Brilliant play. Brilliant play. It's such an important part of the game to be able to tack out a dummy half, to recognise when the opportunity comes. And as soon as Brayley sees there's no marker here, he runs straight back in behind to play the ball, and Kennedy supports him quickly. Isuzu MUX replay. Look at this, no markers. Brayley just picks it up and goes. Kennedy sees it, supports. Brayley feels him, sees the defence line standing still, and just puts it in.
Trindle digs in, goes across to our man who we've been glowing about throughout the coverage, Marweni Haroti. Another try.
Yeah, simple try. He gets across field. Trindle attracts defenders. And Haroti, he's been strong. Isuzu MUX replay, gets across field, gets Gamble to come in. Just opens up the gap between Gamble and Gagai. And just strolls over under the post. Ruan.
Yeah, Joey, it might have looked like a little bit of a settler from Adam Fanua-Blake, but the way he runs, you have to get 2 or 3, maybe 4 people in there to stop him. And what that did was actually shorten the defensive line on that open side for the Knights. And that's the space that he took advantage of, just ran straight through. And
trying to cling on. Kennedy got back behind the ball to stay alive. Promotes the pass, one-handed offload. Nico Hines, he dumps it away now to Ronaldo. He goes charging through them, Ronaldo Mulatalo! What a try to Cronulla on half-time!
Well, they just kept turning up, the Sharkies. There's a lesson here. Back Will Kennedy. He's just finding space. The ball came out of the right-hand side on the Isuzu MUX replay. This is when it's come back through the middle, and Hines finds a pass. Mulatalo's come from the left.
Brayley, away to Nico Hines. Out to Ronaldo. He digs a kick in behind. Magical stuff. Billy Burns to Will Kennedy. He's away. The Sharks have scored a scorcher of their own.
Bit of ball movement coming out of trouble. They get some space on the outside. Jeez, the crowd's gone quiet. It's against the run of play. Isuzu MUX replay. Nice pass, Nico Hines. And then catch, kick. Mulatalo, Billy Burns, right on the spot. And look who else, William Kennedy. He is in great form.
Well, Talon Silva was coming across, but you just saw Kennedy. He just knocked it back a gear. 5 steps later, Talon Silva's diving and missed him completely. I think they'll go back and have a look at Billy Burns to make sure he was onside. But there was nothing on. They were moving towards the sideline. Beautiful ball.
Play to Brayley. Nico Hines saying short, they're over. It's a try to Billy Burns. We're about to be level.
Well, he's played a part in a few of their tries. He retrieved the kick off Mulatalo that led to the Kennedy try earlier. He's making the most of his opportunity on the Isuzu MUX replay. Nico just searching across the field. Beautiful line run by Billy Burns and great take. There's Nico. Ball in 2 hands. Trindle. This is earlier on. Ronaldo Mulatalo. Atkins has a run. Atkinson has
Bailey now. Hines in 2 passes. They've come a long way. Another great tackle. Smith it was that time. Short on that side. Hines cut out. And there is KL Iro to score. He's found his way to the try line in every game he's played this year. The Sharks make the Eels pay.
That's better from the Sharks. When they move the ball laterally and have a straight runner, they are very effective and good to watch. A couple of opportunities here. Good run from William Kennedy. Watch the straight and direct play here of Nico Hines. And the straight run in there of KL Iro. Straight into the hole. Perfect timing. Great intent. First try of Magic Round.
A former Parramatta Eel, last play Sharks. Is it Hines or is it Trindle? It's Brayley across. Hines into the play. Great ball to Nickera. What a line! Brendan Nickera! Again, a thing of beauty to find a way through the Parramatta defence. The angle of the run is quite sensational.
If there's any young back rower in our competition, if you want any tips on how to run an edge back rower line it back against the grain from the outside in, watch this replay from Britton Nickera. Last play, step back defence. He just powers straight through the inside shoulder there. Dylan Brown made the play by coming out and trying to stop Nico Hines, and the back rower just responds to pushing straight through that hole.
Sharks are 10 away and even beyond that. And last play, Hines deep on the right. Nickera is there. Will he be the go-to? No, he's not. Out the back. Kennedy, the kick, the bounce. It's done so quick. Blink and you miss it. Sam Stonestreet, who scores tries for fun.
This is pretty to watch from William Kennedy. The replay is going to show him hiding in a pocket behind Nico Hines. And when Nico Hines drifts across the field, the fullback just slingshots out the back and ends up making the number here. Watch the position of William Kennedy inside Nico Hines. And as the play unfolds, he just gets to the outside and the speed gets that difference. And that is a high skill under pressure from William Kennedy. The pass was on, but he just went to the kick and set up the try there.
Defensively, if you were watching and you were getting off the line, you do not see.
This is a fighting performance from Cronulla. Brayley to Hines, right up to the line.
And they'll score the try. I don't know about the involvement of Kaufusi, but McInnes was always on the inside. If there's no obstruction, you can lock it in as Cameron's first try of the year.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at this because there was a couple of players running through on the same hole. But the power running of the Sharks forwards has been very impressive tonight. It's Cameron McInnes and Kaufusi here on the outside of Nicho Hynes. They're running into the same hole, but Kautonga there made the decision to tackle Kaufusi.
Last play, 9 away. Brayley, McInnes, Hynes, good ball. Kennedy, better ball. Stone Street, there's your double. There's your daily double for Sam Stone Street's Cronulla manufacture a terrific try.
Running the footy on last play again. It's turning out to be the attacking weapon of choice for the Sharks. I spoke on it earlier, it's the best time to attack the try line. A passive defence, wingers disconnected. On this occasion, people like you see the work of Will Kennedy again, playing early, swinging late, and pass selection off the back of it. Everyone in their lanes, everyone swinging in sync, beautifully executed.
It's that combination again of Nicho Hynes, the threat of Britton Nickera, running inside shoulder on Dylan Brown is the disconnect that William Kennedy needs to execute this pass on the outside.
From the fullback and Trebojevic able to make the tackle. And clever, no fullback, and they'll stroll over for the first try. Mulatalo, how clever was that from Hynes?
Yeah, beautiful work from Mulatalo. The break from Nickera brought in Tom Trebojevic as a defender.
Jazz, clear now. Stay square, hold, go.
Brayley, Hynes. Oh, Fanua Blake doesn't have a hand laid on him. Remember me, he says, big AFB at Manly.
It was brilliant work by the halfback. What he did, he tucked himself in behind the play of the ball and he appeared late. Brayley jumps out, he makes the extra man. So
on the last, Hynes does drop it on the boot. Late decision. It's a bother of a kick, and Garrick is caught. Ball's loose! Oh, ball's loose! And Trindle scores!
Just need to check that his feet don't go.
If he's not out of play when he coughed it up,
easy.
it's a Cronulla try for sure.
I haven't time off. Haven't given a try yet. Get away.
Someone had plenty to say
Get away.
to Garrick on the ground. That's
Get
why
away, Nicho. Haven't awarded it yet. Haven't awarded it. Out you go.
That's why the Manly players have reacted.
Out you go. Out you go, Blake. Get him away.
Oh, there was
Get him
Garrick
away.
chirp earlier in the game, wasn't there?
Right, time on.
Tries given.
it's a good chance Mulatalo wouldn't be far. He loves a chirp.
Well, they said to check the feet of Garrick.
On the Isuzu MUX replay, they were all lining up for the kick. Put in perfect position. Garrick read it well.
We've got multiple options. Trindle waits as the second options. Hynes will go through the hands. Burns, how's that for a kick? That's brilliant! And Mulatalo on the end of things. The skill from the back rower.
Well, this wasn't deliberate. This is all ad lib. Nicho Hynes set himself up. He was in the perfect position. I'm pretty sure it was Trebojevic that reacted.
Turbo came out the line.
Come off his right foot. And then just found Billy Burns on the Isuzu MUX replay. Look at that bang in behind the line. Look at that, it's a back rower. Good instinct. Beautiful touch. And I don't know who he's telling to be quiet, but Ronaldo, that could possibly be the winner.
He's a clever player, Billy Burns. He's a really good player. Been at a few clubs. He's a really...
In traffic, Nicho, but Fanua Blake, and that ricocheted off Hynes. Again, Burns was clever. Iro slides over and they're running away with it here, Cronulla.
Jesus, poor missed tackles.
Well, that was a bad miss. That was a bad miss. He had him in his sights. He didn't leave the ground. He had to go in low. Kaelero, just beautifully balanced. Nicho comes over the short pass. Adam Fanua Blake. They get a couple of tap backs on the Isuzu Next replay, look at that. It's just arm grabbing cherry. Once again, Nico Hines pulling the strings.
He stood up, Nico, the last 19 minutes. He's owned it. And then the ball comes out.
Hines behind the play, gets involved, links up with Trindle. The tap on, charge, in off. Mulatalo is over. Ronaldo Mulatalo gets over, and it's going to be given a try. Oh, Cronulla hit back. Impressive. Their first opportunity, and they find their way over.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And it's the work from Hines and Trindle combining on the final play. They're so dangerous, Cronulla, on these run shapes. On final play, Hines swinging from right to left, links up the bat on there. Trindle was beautiful. And then Mulatalo just set his sights on far longer. It's developed into quite the battle already. And just charges his way over the top.
Let's make sure
Does he get it down? My word, he does. And Cronulla hit back with their first opportunity. We are set for a belter here in the Shire.
That's a great statement from Cronulla. Melbourne threw a fair bit at them. Early days, of course. But they've got attack in them, haven't they, these Sharks? Back for Corfusi. Almost crashed through there, got by King. 3 gone here, centre field for Brayley. Short pass, he loves scoring. He's over again. Adam Vanilla-Blake. You can't stop him near the try line. Boy, oh boy. 36 career tries, and they've all pretty much come like that.
Yep, said he was the man tonight, coming up against one of the heavyweights of the competition. And Adam Vanilla-Blake, their spearhead at the front, needed to lead the way and has done so. I was excited over the summer. When they landed the signature of Vanilla-Blake, I thought for this man here, Brayley, what a luxury it was to have someone of the athleticism and power to develop a combination with, and it's coming together beautifully. Brayley out of dummy.
Melbourne holding on. Hines quickly, Talakai, flick pass! Incredible! Atkinson strolls over, but Sifa Talakai. Oh, that puts Matt Gidley to shame. What about that pass from the makeshift Cronulla centre?
Yeah, after a 64-point thumping of the Tigers, the Melbourne Storm come here full of confidence, and it's a good old-fashioned ambush in the Shire. What about the skill there from Hines, the catch and pass? That's incredible.
Hold him there. Break.
It's Mulatalo. Oh, he does a number on his man, and it comes out to Edo. Oh, it's so simple. Ronaldo puts it on a platter for Edo, who scores again. He scored every time he's played this year, but that was a Mulatalo special.
Yeah, boy, they've developed a wonderful combination, and they missed him when he was out for a number of weeks here. But Mulatalo, what work from Ronaldo Mulatalo off a scrum one-on-one. Boy, you love this. Just a genuine one-on-one battle. The shimmy shake on the outside left, Meany clutching at thin air. And that close to the line one-on-one, no one. Absolutely no one was stopping Euro, one of the great tackle busters in our game. The service from Brayley spectacular, right out in front. The work from Mulatalo, brilliant. And Euro just charging his way.
There's Burns taken. Now it comes to the open. Brayley for Hines. On the angle. Kennedy chimes in. Then the pass. Talakai. Silky hands. Atkinson scores. Oh, what a game we've got here at Sharks Stadium. Melbourne go bang, bang, but the Sharks hit back.
Yeah, what a response from the home side. All of a sudden, momentum starting to get away from them, and it was a charge from Kaeliro that earned the penalty, and then Brayley, whose form is gone through the roof the last couple of weeks, out of dummy half, combining with Hines, combining beautifully with Will Kennedy out on the edge. Watch the work there from Brayley, the one-hand scoop, ball in two hands, scheming, steadies, delivers. Hines chiming into the back line, straightens himself up on Munster.
And driven back here. It was Voketti there and Savala. Hines. Straight through McInnes. And Cronulla hit back. Oh, they needed that. They needed that in a bad way. But McInnes strolls over. And Cronulla score with their first chance.
Yeah, what a hit back. And it came just from the error at dummy half from Uelu. And This man, boy, does he deserve a try. He has been in great form. He has been absolutely savage for the Cronulla Sharks. Started with Brayley out of dummy half, a direct mentality from Hines, playing short there to Burns, and then they hit back again, back through the centre of the field. Fanua Blake.
Needs to happen pretty quickly here for Cronulla. Hines, Fanua Blake. No. Wong, first to meet him. Savala there again. Now, oh, it opens up. That's too easy. And it's Kyle Edor, now known as KL Edor. And he has scored in every game this year. That streak continues, and just a flicker of hope for Cronulla.
Yeah, it comes off the back of just the presence of Adam Fanua Blake. You can see there just drawing so many numbers around his carry on that previous.
Need to be efficient. Brayley, Hines, floats one to Trindle, Edor, Mulatalo. Mulatalo is over, and he rolls over, and he gets it down. So that's one they needed immediately. 2 in a row. Still 12 and a bit remaining.
Yeah, this right side's very vulnerable of the Roosters at the moment, and Cronulla, they've just got the class, and Trindle's doing a great job. He's demanding the ball. Brayley, terrific out of dummy half. Hines linking up with Trindle, and you can see there Nwangani Tawasi and Young not connected, deep infield. Siwa Wong pulling himself out of the line.
Surging towards the line. Hines it is. Goes out the back. Trindle, quick hands. Ero, they've got them. It's Hiroti who plants it down. They eventually found the in-goal area. Terrific hands off the bust initially by Jesse Ramian.
James Hooper asked Andrew Webster in the pre-game what worried him about the Sharks, and he said they move the ball. They like to move the ball out of their own end. They haven't done that yet tonight. They've had plenty of chances coming out of their own end, but moving it. Great hands there by Jesse Ramian.
One more here for Cronulla. Comes back to Hines, who kicks across the uprights. Pressure here. There are Sharks everywhere. It goes to ground. Trindle for Ero. He scores. The Warriors scored off kicks. Now the Sharks do as well. A tap back on a shallow kick across the face of the posts. And Ero wrapping around the back, plants it down for number 2 tonight for the Sharks.
Yeah, possession favouring the Sharks. Penalty, set restart. The Warriors under pressure. KL Ero, that was the family there. And Trindle is just never far from the ball, is he? Nico Hines puts the crossfield kick in. Look at Trindle trailing in. He realised that they're...
6 to go, previous play. Brayley once again.
Again, straight through, support on the inside. It's Trindle for the line. He's got it. Braden Trindle opens the scoring tonight at Shark Park.
I'll put that down to the play from Blake Brayley. Quick out of dummy half. He's seen that both markers, they won't set. He's had a few runs tonight. Harvey Norman replay. You see there, David Clammer, he's caught out of position, couldn't quite keep up with Brayley. And just a lovely little pass to draw the fullback.
Wilton coming through a little late. Now, good run, Nickera! There's the points. Sharks back in it, Britton Nickera. Of a lovely ball from Trindle. Game on.
Yeah, the milestone man. Nickera, lovely line. We've seen this many, many times before in his career. Just punches this short line. Harvey Norman replay. Trindle, ball in 2 hands, takes it to the line with speed and then just hits the hole hard in between the half and back rower.
23 away from the line. Brayley to Trindle. Trindle goes to the air. Wilton leading the chase. It's got back and it's try time. Trindle is in. He's got himself a double.
Oh, that was the 4th tackle. He's gone the early kick, only 12 metres out. And who gets it? They get in the way of each other here, the Dragons players. I think it's a Clint Gutherson, Harvey Norman replay. Gutherson and Sloan. Miscommunication at the back. That was Gutherson's ball. He was moving forward at it. Wow. Sharkies. They're back. Second half Thursdays. What's doing?
Something in the Gatorade.
Pickle juice? Something?
Real
real good chance of some more points here.
Katoa.
Katoa will be hard to stop. They won't stop him. The Sharks are in front. Sione Katoa.
Really? Geez, that was poor defence. Moses Suli put himself in a position to hunt him back in.
Goodness me, he hung on to it. Now he's away. And he's going to score an amazing try. Sione Katoa runs around, puts the ball down. He did it all on his own. Wow, what a take. What a try.
I'll tell you what it was. He was gutsy. He could have got a kick in the head or a knee in the head. He committed. There's 3 or 4 Dragons were coming forward at the ball. This will show it perfectly. Harvey Norman replay. Oh, that is such a courageous effort. And then Katoa and Emre Gula. There's only going to be one winner there. And he comes around, puts it next to the post. Love to see a close-up. Wow, what an effort.
Yeah, well, he rolled the dice, didn't he? King Tongia.
Mulatalo was held back ever so briefly. Cronulla had the ball in any case. What a chance. 15 out. Short side. They mainly need one. Trindle away. And Talakai scores for Cronulla. The bomb defusal fail by Brisbane leads to the Cronulla first try of the day.
Well, this is sloppy from Jesse Arthurs and the right side defence of the Brisbane Broncos. Firstly, it's Arthurs. Not a lot of pressure around him, just drops the ball. And then watch the right side defence of the Broncos. Only 2 Broncos there, 3 attackers from the Sharks. And Trindle does the damage. Gets down there, throws the pass there for Talakai.
39 metres away from the Brisbane line. Brayley, McInnes to Trindle. They've got them stretched. Wilton steps Walsh. Wilton all the way. Kennedy to score. Cronulla strike from the entire length of the field, basically, with confidence, pushing up, support play. They tick plenty of boxes in that scoring rush there.
Brilliant attack from the Cronulla Sharks out of their own end, made the yardage and the line break. And the ball playing of Trindle is on show here early. He threw the long pass to Talakai for the first try. This time, the double pump short pass to Wilton. The footwork from Wilton to beat Reece Walsh was special. But I tell you what, Trindle here with the ball playing.
Around that origin period just a couple of days ago, once I get more information, I'll bring it.
There's a ball from Hines to Nicola. With support, Kennedy's on his way for his second. Well, while Brisbane have got the ball, it's all good. But the moment they have to defend, I'm sorry to say it's all bad.
Well, another short pass to the Cronulla Sharks back rowers goes straight through. Ezra Mann pulled off a shot in the tackle before, and this time again he turns in, creates the passing lane for Britton Nickera to run straight through. And when the Broncos look strong for the last 10 minutes or so, one poor defensive read from the Broncos' left edge. Nickera goes straight through and sets up William Kennedy for his second.
Yes, Kennedy, the beneficiary again. Mann was knocked out of the way by Toby Rudolph on that tackle. Brady running free, links up with Nickera. Good shot. Taking him sideways, it was Hetherington. Brady, Trindle for Hines. Cronulla's over. I assume no obstruction. The halves have work to play, but has sliced and diced the Brisbane defence.
Outstanding play from the Cronulla Sharks spine. First it was Brayley wheeling and dealing through the middle of the ruck, and a set play disguising, trying to get Tony Staggs to bite on Talakai, and they run it beautifully. Hines comes to the right-hand side, hidden behind the line of the back rower, pops out to the outside, and Tony Staggs only had eyes for his opposite centre, and Hines goes straight through. Brilliant lead-up work from Cronulla, and Hines is the beneficiary and scores that try.
Just his second try of the season, Nico Hines. It was way back, it was round 3 against South Sydney, the only other. Brayley to Hines, just going the inside run. Rudolph, 5 away. Brisbane under pressure. Piakura on the net.
Brayley takes full advantage. Man down. Brayley says, I'll have 4. Hasn't scored a try in a long while. In fact, a 28-game drought. The drought is broken for Blake.
He's loving it, Blake Brayley. He has been outstanding this afternoon for the Sharks. Mark it down. Hetherington looking the other way. And Reece Walsh just comes up too far.
Hines puts boot to it. Coming in Farlongo towards the ball again. Backs away from it. Trindle! He got there. If there wasn't a knock on, it's play on and a try to the Sharks. Farlongo again chose not to play at the ball. He had a real crack at that one and backed away from it, and that spells danger.
Well, they rolled the dice the previous set, not catching the high ball this time. They do it again. Hines just launches it into the air, and Farlongo just watches the ball, hesitates, goes over his head into the hands of Trindle. And look at the reaction there of Pat.
Now, it's with Hines. Opened up down the short side for Nico. And the Sharks score first.
Yeah, running the ball in the last play. They chipped away down their right side, the Sharks. The team's running the ball in the last play. Harvey Norman replay. Just the decoy holds up Herbie Farnworth, and Nico Hines goes over in the corner. That'll do the Sharks and Nico. His confidence a lot of good. He gets up and a little bit of a dance.
Hines to Nickera, who gets a pass away. Ramian, they must score. They do score. Jesse Ramian gets the Sharks second.
Oh, well, it had to come. It had to come, all that pressure and the go forward. They got the 6 more. They just kept rolling through the middle. There's the 6 more. He gets out of dummy half. He's got great speed, finds the pass, and off that, scatters the defence, get it 6 to go. Harvey Norman replay, and then the ball come wide.
Brayley to McInnes. McInnes goes to Hines. Hines to Nickera. Good tackle down low. Molo again. Last play. Hines! Nico ran it. Nico scores. He gets his second.
Ices the game. Quick play the ball. Space on the outside. Pretty similar to Tom Dearden's try the other night. Here's the error from the young man in the Fahu. He's been excellent. Just have one boo-boo and then quick play the ball. All in 2 hands. Gets in. He scores on the Harvey Norman replay and ices the game.
Last play. Hines whips it past the Katoa. And as they say, Gus, going to send them home happy. Up Cronulla.
Yeah, there's one for the crowd. And the Sharks song will ring out now. Nico Hines, a couple of individual tries, and now look at this pass. 10-point accurate. Harvey Norman replay. Wooshka. Right across the defensive line. Patel does the right thing and gets it down. And they ice it, the Sharks. After a very frustrating period, they've come up with a good, tough win at home. It'll do them wonders.
That was a Scud missile. Whoosh. Look at that. Flying through the air.
They're only 11 metres away. Brayley, lovely scoop up. He caught him offside. It was almost professional foul stuff. The tackle of Feketi. Back to Kennedy, and he slides over anyway. The Roosters, they clocked off ever so briefly, and it was enough for Cronulla to take absolutely full toll.
Well, all the layers there of the Cronulla attack on show. It started with a set restart from their powerful back 5. It was Mulatalo that earned the side a set restart. 6 to go. All of a sudden, a bit of change of direction and offload through the middle of the field. Well, that brought Brayley into the game. Hines was scheming across field. Change of direction there. with Teague Wilton, who's been terrific, as was Britton.
Here is Trindle. Dumping it off there to Cameron McInnes. Could it be a second Sharks try here? Well done, yes, it will be. Bounce through like a pinball off the flippers of the Roosters there. The Sharks' second try. Trindle to Wilton. They lead by 6.
Boss, can we just sit back and applaud, please?
Oh, okay.
Look at the work of Trindle here, boys. Look at this late movement behind the ruck, pops out late, sees the numbers, and holds a beautiful ball. Now, the challenge in that, you're moving fast, you're moving late. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. That time it looked a lot better, and they got down and contained. Oh, here we go.
Riley, he is absolutely on fire. Back for Hines. Cronulla has got their 3rd try. Hines the 7, but the 9 is in absolutely sublime form. He is just maybe the best dummy half in the comp at the moment.
Without a doubt, his form certainly is. Blake Brayley just absolutely explodes through the Roosters' defensive line. There it is. We spoke about it pre-game. Minute there's momentum at the ruck, if the markers aren't in place and they're a little offset, bang, he just explodes with pace out of there. And his side's not sitting back waiting. Look at them flooding.
He did that. McInnes with it. Brayley, great ball. Trindle, Sharks again. Ripping and tearing through the Roosters. Billy Burns became an unstoppable force there. If the instructions were run hard, he said, I'll run even harder than that.
They persisted with it. The change of angle we spoke about. The same stuff they came out into the second half and built their game off. Ooh. No, man. But hey.
Boy, how many tackles? How many tackles did they front up for there, the Roosters? And then eventually the work they put into the middle. Just watch Leniu here and White. You got Lindsay Collins and Victor Radley on the sideline waiting to get on. They just couldn't get them on because they were waiting to get the ball back. And through that sheer fatigue, the change of direction, slippery conditions.
Home points here would be critical to the match. Hines, out it comes. Vieira shows confidence on debut. Vieira has gone over for the Sharks. He's got to move, and he's busted a move right there to score a try. What a moment.
Boy, what a moment from Vieira. And you said the physicality's probably not there of Ramian, but boy, he's got the moves. And he gets a one-on-one battle. Great work from the Sharks on the inside, just to give the young kid an opportunity one-on-one with Butcher.
Goal post in front of him. Brayley fires it left. Trindle, tap on from Kennedy, and Ronaldo Mulatalo is over. And finally, the Sharks are on the board.
And he's at the barber as well by the look of it, the try celebration. But it was a nice set piece from the Sharks to their left edge. They've gone there several times tonight without success. But tonight, and on this occasion, here's the drop bomb on the Harvey Norman replay. Again, another missed catch from Tyrone Munro. He's found it difficult to catch the ball tonight. And the Harvey Norman replay shows the Sharks in good formation, and the tap on there, wasn't it? It's a tap on from Kennedy that made the play. Nice.
Given that one, as the high kick goes up, Tass on the wing, bumped out of it, Mulatalo. Kennedy keeps it, still the last, finds Brayley. Brayley's over, Brayley is in. Brilliant body work from Mulatalo. And then the finish, and Cronulla get their second try.
Well, it's just a wager percentage, isn't it here? A wave of football going the Sharks' way. The Bunnies just can't get out of their own half. And the Sharks finally make them pay again in this second half. It was a nice kick up in the air. Good chases coming through from the Sharks. Little tap back inside from Mulatano. And then the try scorer. Bailey gets it down. Great Brayley. What a try for the Sharks.
Yep. Just to make sure he got this one down. It looked like he did.
Yeah, that's down.
No question. And
little tap back here, wasn't it? That was the effective play. Ray tried to shut it down here.
Well, that'll be a huge relief for Cronulla. Just to get some distance on this scoreboard. It's a pretty easy kick and goal. Brayley hasn't added his own weight tonight the way he has in previous weeks, but he gets his second try for the year.
Did he lose that down?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're looking long and hard there.
Back against the grey Nickera. We see that combination a lot too. And North Queensland have done their work on the right edge back rower. Oh, that's clever. Trindle off the kick from the creative Blake Brayley, and there are the first points.
Well, they couldn't stop it. You could see it. You could tell what he wanted to do, but they still couldn't stop it. The conditions are that slippery. The Cowboys, by coming off the line, just couldn't turn. Trindle just working with his dummy half. Blake Brayley on the Isuzu D-Max replay. Look from here. You knew he wanted to kick, but even did and couldn't turn quick enough to get in front of Trindle. What a smart try.
Yeah, today, these conditions, this is how you want to get your tries. Early kicks.
Comes out in the Shire. Bermuda Triangle happenings on a Sunday afternoon. It's been pelting down all weekend. Hines. Oh, Fanua Blake! The big front rower scores another try. Try number 37 in his career. Put it down to Nico.
Well, Freddie, in the pre-game, you spoke about something missing in their defensive systems. With 16 minutes in, Isuzu D-Max replay, close to the line. This is just terrible defense. Terrible. John Bateman only had eyes for Nico Hines. He turned his hips in and just not working together. That's horrible.
They're very wide. Obviously, they don't feel confident out wide. Tommy Dearden's standing very wide to pretty much where you got two passes.
He's coming on. Name of Scottish origin.
He'll be playing for Scotland in next year's World Cup.
Oh, that's clever. Great handle. Oh, Mulatalo hurdles his way over the stricken defender. Hasn't he got some X factor about him, Ronnie?
He's got Drinkwater. Falls over, one of the moulded soles on. Beautiful tip on by William Kennedy. Isuzu D-Max replay. Nice play. Once again, the passive defence. They rush from outside in, and Drinkwater, he slips over. And Big Ronnie, he goes over in the corner and celebrates. He loves scoring tries in that corner.
They're just winning the play of the ball. You see Nico Hines, first receiver, getting up over the advantage line. And then after that, the Cowboys are just on their heels. And Nico strolling up over the advantage line, playing out the back. And the 3-on-2. Kennedy gets a beautiful tip on Billy.
Yeah, it's been a complete performance.
Where to now? Hines, runners in motion. Trindle, Talakai. Oh, beautiful for Mulatalo to grab two in a hurry. And his record at this venue is phenomenal. 40 tries in 38 games.
Yeah, nice attack. They're absolutely humming. But this time on the other edge, not working together. Isuzu D-Max replay. Watch Dearden will come in and Labour will go out. Look, Dearden goes in and the outside defence once again passive. Someone's got to get up in the face, make them play. Just not working together. This will show it perfect. Just standing. Over for two, Ronaldo in that corner.
Well, the Magic Man is helping their for and against. They're currently on 23 plus. There's a few teams chasing them that are on something similar. So every try they get becomes valuable.
Threw his head back in frustration as Wilton tried to crack them. Brayley creative for McInnes. And the captain scores the try that might seal the deal.
Oh, look how happy he is. That warms my heart. He gets to score a try on the worst day of the year. Cam McInnes slides over for a try. There's no hesitation from the dummy half. You don't like to throw these passes in these conditions. On the Isuzu D-Max replay, but Brayley jumps out, recognises who it is, and just knows he's going to bulldog his way over the try line. What a warrior, Cam McInnes.
Cronulla straight into work for Noah Blake. Well, he had Katoa. Katoa punches his hand in frustration. The try was on, but Cronulla still rolling in. Hamlin Welly is over. It's prop forward first, prop forward second. Hamlin well there, always has a celebration. And he gets Cronulla back in business.
Yeah, well, he's great at hitting the ball at speed. Powerful runner. Geez, they're athletic. They're big men too. It was set up there by Cronulla-Blake. Got on the other side, but some good crushing defence early in the tackle count. There it is. The ball comes jarred.
Cronulla close enough for an attacking kick. Trindle on the left. And again, attacking Sloan. Up they go. Wilton in game 100 is over. Did he get it down? This is an incredible save. It's going up as no try. But Wilton thinks he scored.
Yeah, I think it might have been Sloan to come off his wing there, competing for the ball. He had to run in 10 metres.
So not only, Block, do we have to look at grounding, but is there a foul here by a Dragon? And could it be a penalty try? Clean catch or mid-air tackle.
Both players are originally contesting for the ball. Just need to make sure Teague takes clean possession.
Okay, so they're happy that Sloan...
Foreign just hanging on. Brayley gets them going. Hines with a kick over the top. No fullback at home. And nothing but Sharks jerseys. It ends up an old-fashioned chip and chase try. Wow. Can we send out a search party for a fullback?
Well, the Harvey Norman replay will show there was no fullback in position. Great vision there from Nico Hines to see that. I still can't find the fullback. Where is he, Vossi?
I haven't. AJ Brimson somewhere. The replay will provide us an answer.
Well, I haven't seen anything like that.
Well, maybe it doesn't.
I was waiting for Brimson to swoop from somewhere, but there he is there in the picture late, but he must have been up in the defensive line. It was a quick turnover, wasn't it? A couple of quick tackles and terrific work, as we said. Try confirmed from Nick.
Last tackle, Cronulla. Brayley. Trindle. They may challenge this one. Ronaldo's running fast. Here he comes. And it's in front of the group. It bounced up. They've got to try. He's been on for 20 seconds. And he scores his first NRL try. Jesse Colhoun, welcome to the NRL Try Scorers Club. Take a seat.
Yeah, take a seat, all right, young fella. Well done. Straight onto the field and injected himself into the game. It was a nice high kick, wasn't it? They put it up into the air and the chasers flowed through into that sun. It's difficult on that side of the field. It was clever play from Trindle. He put it up high. You can see the sun playing its role there. Mulatano got through as well. Tried to tap it backwards. And over they go, the Sharks. Well, what a 2 or 3 minutes of football we've seen.
Jesse Colhoun only just on. Hines on for Burns. Fed along, Harodi with it. He steps straight past Fermor. Beats another. Hines has got a double. Talk about spark up. There's your celebration with Nico. Cronulla, that was a little too easy.
Well, I know you've watched a lot of football, Ed, but you called that one out. But just a tackle before it actually happened. And you're right, the Titans they went to sleep, didn't they, down their left side, and the Sharks spotted it. They wanted to get the ball quickly to Harodi. Look at this footwork here from Harodi. Bang, back on the inside. And then he shows and then goes again, and then Hines, like a good number 7, backing up through the middle of the field, and there's the dance to finish it off. And the Sharks, Harodi, we said earlier in the call too, Andrew, didn't we? What a player he is to be parked in reserve grade. He gets his opportunity this afternoon on a dry track, and look at this footwork. Shapes on the out, comes back on the in. It was Beau Fermor, the miss.
More of Alex Johnston tonight. Rabbitohs and Parramatta. Can't wait. Trindle. Kicking high. Mulatalo's there. Looking for the backpack. Kennedy got it away. Challenge kicks, and that's what can happen. Trindle scores for the Sharks. Why don't they challenge all of them?
Well, they should be up there, particularly, well, Mulatano, he loves doing this with his attacking. Just gets up and not so much disrupt, but tries to get a hand on it and bat it backwards rather than catch it clean. And they've got 2 results now from high kicks into that sun. The Titans possibly need to get some more players back in support. He's there by himself, basically. And then the flick from Kennedy onto Trindle.
Brayley, short side, Hines, then to Burns, on it goes, Harodi with it, support inside, Kennedy gets an absolute dream bounce. Indigenous round with Sharks Indigenous stars. absolutely shining bright, scoring try after try after try. Kennedy now onto the scorer's sheet. Cronulla have 5, and it's 26 points to 10. They're having joy on both sides of the field, Cronulla. Just sit back and watch the way they pick apart the Titans' left side defence. And we've given this bloke a rap already. He's a good footballer. Winnie Hiroti, and back inside for a bloodied Will Kennedy to sprint away and score his 8th try of the year. That is so good from Cronulla. Everything about that try. Brayley, they know it. Hines, here it comes. Trindle on for Kennedy. Talakai Mulatalo. So sweet. They set it up, lined out, deep. You knew it was coming. The Titans didn't react, or just didn't have an answer to it.
Well, I think it was more they didn't have an answer to it. Mulatalo, geez, he's a great finisher. A brilliant finisher. There's the high ball from Trindle. AJ Brimson got there, but just the impending tackle from Mulatalo made him spill it. And from the next scrum play, he ended up close to the line. And this is excellent work from the Sharks. Catch and pass, put the ball to where the space is, and they get their timing near perfect there for an excellent Sharks try.
Yes, that was a move I'm sure has been rehearsed many times on the practice field and executed perfectly here. Lovely last pass.
Yeah, Francis defending in the centre position.
Brayley to Hines. Oh, it's Mulatalo again. Ronaldo's got a double. Forget the right. It's all left. And the Titans are fast becoming the Titanic. They're sinking on the back of a couple of errors, and the band is doing their best to play a song.
Yeah, well, they are taking some water. If they are on the Titanic, they are taking some water from this Sharks attack. Again, the left side, they probe. Brilliant work from Hines. Just straightens up the attack, and then Mulatalo on the outside. Well, he's a finisher, isn't he? Geez, a good winger. Put himself in the right position, their perfect position to take advantage of the pass, and his speed as well, and then the common sense to bring it round even just 10 metres for his kicker. This is the Sharks we're sort of more used to watching here at Shark Park.
Yeah, picking them apart, making, oh wow, having the time. Tapua. 10 away, Brayley, right, Trindle, and Kennedy on for Katoa. The wingers having a field day. Mulatalo and Katoa now, they're great mates. They have a little try-scoring showdown. Mulatalo pulled the trigger twice, and now Katoa's got one. And I just want to pass on my regards to Reggie. Hope you're having a big day, Reg. Happy 40th, old chap.
Oh, dear. That was, again, great attack here from the Sharks. They set it up well. They knew what they were doing. Little set play. Great hands there from Kennedy. And then Katoa, well, he had the spoils. He got the result. Excellent work again. Lead-up work on the inside.
So slow play the ball. Brayley, they're going to try and crash over Tapua. Titans have clocked off. I'm sorry to say, but the Titans have clocked off in this game, and it will be 50 in a moment.
Yeah, Tapua is a giant of a man, isn't he? Certainly know when he's out on the field, and that's a nice little structured play there from the Sharks, close to the line. Brayley looks for his big man. He's got Verrills in front of him. Big man v little man, and the big man normally wins.
Inside the final 15, Brayley to Trindle, on for Puru, Hines a cutout ball, Aroni, Katoa's on his way again! The Cronulla wingers, two doublers on left and right. The Sharks are gorging on the carcass of the Titans now.
Well, they certainly are. And again down the right edge, Katoa shows the way again. Great speed. And a bit of work to do too on the right wing. But again, the inside work of the Sharks. It was a longer shift. The Titans not quick off the line, not fast off the line together. And then Kenny unfortunately got stuck with the overlap. Just a good finish here from Katoa. He had a bit of work to do. Brimson went over the top of him, off the right foot. Gee, these two Cronulla wingers, they're great finishers.
Colhoun with plenty of touches. In front of the crossbar here. Cronulla, Brayley, Fanua Blake rolls his way over. Sutton has a great sight of it. What's he going to say? No try.
Just look at him.
On play number 5, it may be back to the 10-metre line.
Adam loses the ball, touches the defender on the way to ground.
Ooh.
Referee was right there. They isolated Adam Fanua-Blake with Kai Pearce-Paul. The contact comes in here. If that ball bounces and touches the Newcastle Knight.
It's dynamic from Cronulla. Hines there on the last tackle. This is better. Trindle out to Mulatalo. Ronaldo scores in the corner. There was a quick change of the gears. His left arm, you might have to check on the dive. Is Ronaldo convinced he scored here, or did he get this wrong?
Yeah, beautiful pass here from Trindle. Trindle's limping in back play after throwing this ball, but big shift on the last play. Lots of space, retreating Newcastle defence. They tried this play a little bit earlier, and Dom Young come up with a great defensive read, but this time the pass just floated past the eyes of Dominic Young into the hands of Ronaldo Mulatalo. Got the space he needed. And that's the Sharks at their best. Sideline to sideline, creating space for their wingers.
Oh, I never doubt you, Ronaldo. Never doubt you. Sorry. Hines for Hazelton. They'll set it up again, and then will it be left or right? Both playmakers on the left side. Hines delivers. Talakai just storms over the line. Almost untouchable. Sifa Talakai for Cronulla and a 16-10 lead.
Yeah, as a halfback, sometimes you can have the greatest play in the world and set up and attack the opposition, but sometimes you just want a big, powerful forward moving onto the ball, isolating a small defender with big Talakai here on Phoenix Crosland. Nico Hines does a good job and just says, Talakai, take the ball from here. Hits him on the outside shoulder of Pearce-Paul.
In support, just cut down, wanted a quick play, the ball gets it, last tackle, Brayley, left side, Trindle for Kennedy, double pump, flat over the top, dive, spectacular from Ronaldo, the big smile, you got a diver versus a diver, possibly immortal status, the two of them, Young and Mulatalo. And Mulatalo gets the better of his opponent.
Yeah, very good start here from the Sharks. Great first set. But the lead-up work from the play the ball speed of Hazelton is the blueprint. It's Brayley out, Nico Hines supporting, quick play the ball, and then they step up and get the ball out to their fringes. That is the blueprint. That's exactly what the Cronulla Sharks need to do. In the Harvey Norman replay, Ronaldo Mulatalo has just elevated himself outside the field of play, exactly like Marju did in the first.
Right in front of the posts. Brayley to Hines. Hines on to Burns. Burns over the top. There is Harani. The Sharks have got another one. Burns plays his part there with an offload. Knights unable to shut down the ball. And 30 in the sights of Cronulla.
That play is all down to Billy Burns. He was the one that took Marju into touch. And the Harvey Norman replay played a little short pass here on the outside shoulder of Cogger. Best hit him hard, and that's great control. Strength in the tackle to keep the ball up and elevated and get the ball across to Hiroti with the offload. Billy Burns has had an impact for the Sharks in a couple of moments. Delivered a beautiful offload there for Hiroti.
So it is 28 straight points for Cronulla after the 10. Look out. Mulatalo's on his way. Hunter's a speedster. Kennedy looms up in support. Trying to turn Gagai inside out. Back for Mulatalo. Support everywhere. It's going to be a hat trick. It's a hat trick for Ronaldo. Oh, he loves it. And the Cronulla fans love him.
He's a fan favourite, Ronaldo Mulitalo. And when that error came from the Newcastle Knights, everyone on the field took a breath except Ronaldo Mulitalo. This is the lead-up work. The ball comes out. Kennedy picks it up. Ronaldo comes off the wing, accelerates straight through the hole and says, give me the ball. And from this moment, it's Ronaldo and Kennedy, the interchange of passing. The winger and fullback combination is on show for that try. That is brilliant work from Ronaldo Mulitalo.
Bailey looks up to the right. On it comes, crash play. Hamlin Welle has a try for Cronulla. He loves it. Saluting fans up the Monty Porter stand. Cronulla finished the job here today.
Yeah, Hamlin Welle deserves that. Off the back of in the first half, where the Sharks were under pressure, him with Talakai came off the bench and made an impact. This is a good play for Nicho Hynes. Do that again through September. Gets to play the ball and isolates again. Hamlin Welle, there's a Jack Cogger there as well. Brayley's got a good knack of getting his big men.
7 metres from the line, 4 up for Cronulla. Atkinson, Hynes this time, finds Burns. Cronulla have got their first try. Billy Burns, absolutely revved up here. And the Sharks score first, but it's taken 25 minutes.
Yeah, Billy Army kick out. There's some concern for Big Billy kick out. A little bit wobbly after the collision with Rudolph. Here it is, out trying to make a statement, gets his head in an awful position, gets the shoulder of Toby Rudolph spinning out of it. And then they go straight to work. Atkinson, nice work linking up with Hynes. And there it is, Billy Burns, who has done a tremendous job on the Harvey Norman replay. On that right-hand side of the field with no Britton Nickera, gets in between Haywood and Burton.
Talakai held up. 6 of their past 7. Hynes, what a ball! Katoa with it! Cronulla away! 150th game for the Sharks. Jesse Ramian celebrates with a 4-pointer. But Nicho Hynes, how do you describe it? A delicious pass.
Well, that is Nicho Hynes at his absolute best, scheming down a short side, created the overlap with a little bit of movement, and then just fires a pass to Katoa. Here it is, slow motion, look even better. Look at that, just skipping across into the passage around Burton. Had Montoya in field, had to land it perfectly and did so. And then Katoa with Tracy just trying to elevate himself through to scoop up an intercept. Lands it perfectly on the chest of Ramian, who brings it around a little closer. Look at the response from Brayley and Hynes.
Atkinson, Cronulla getting through their sets. Tracy onto it, loses it. Cronulla, here they come. Talakai to Brayley. Signs a huge contract this week and seals the deal with a try tonight.
Boy, what a season he's having, Blake Brayley, and well rewarded for his efforts. Connor Tracy, boy, made a meal of it, unfortunately. It's all effort, Tracy, but that time just slipping out of the hands. There's Atkinson again, who has done a great job with his kicking game in the first half. No pressure really on Tracy. Wilton came through late, dislodged the ball, and then Talakai and Brayley screaming through. And the little number 9, who really has been one of the form hookers of the competition and having a great back end of the season.
Here is Hynes. Steadies it up for Atkinson. Cut out ball. Ronaldo's away. Back inside. Atkinson scores for Cronulla. They flick a switch and off they go. The Sharks into the 20s.
Boy, that's beautiful work from Cronulla. In the first half they went right, this time they go left. Hynes linking up with Atkinson, beautiful ball. Across the face of Tuala to Mulitalo, who has been in sublime form, and then pushing back through the middle. Atkinson has been tremendous for them. Every time he's been called upon, he's had limited opportunities this year, headed to the Dragons next year. Lovely pass across the face of Iro to Mulatalo. And on the Harvey Norman replay, and enough pace to pull away from Crichton. Mulatalo change.
Good defence on their own line, Roosters. Trindle, good hands to hang on to it. Stays alive. Trindle throws it to Mulatalo. Ronaldo! He'll love that one. The Sharks are on the board.
Yeah, there was a nice bit of movement here from Braden Trindle. He felt the pressure from Robert Toyer, who flew out.
Talakai to Trindle. Here they come. Wonderful ball. Back to back. Mulatalo. He's in for his second.
Well, it all started over the other side of the field. I don't know what happened with Sam Walker, but the ball's come free. I think he even kicked it. Yeah, here it is here. The ball comes free, he kicks it, and then Jesse Ramian, he gets the ball back on the inside to Billy Burns. Sam Walker does a great job just to grab the shorts of Burns. Harvey Norman replay, then they go from sideline to sideline. All the way over to the left-hand side through Trindle. He throws a beautiful pass over to Mulatalo, and that's where the space was for the Sharks.
He'll play it on the last. Here they go for the crash play. Toby Rudolph! Is that the match winner?
Oh, you bet it is, Salty. Toby Rudolph. He just storms over close to the line. And he was one of the players that got in the field position alongside Aden Fanua-Blake. Have a look at him. Popular member of this squad, Toby Rudolph. And he picks out, is it the fullback? James Tedesco. Harvey Norman replay. There's one big boy close to the line, and he gets up, plays it quick. Look at number 10. Gets down in the blocks. Finds Tedesco, isolates him. Big man on small man. What a game it's been. And the Sharks, they're going to progress.
Well, up until that moment, Gus is the only Shark 9 away from the Raiders line. Trindle to Hines, lovely ball. The Sharks are in. That's a well-worked try. Ronaldo Mulatalo with the try. And that's now 7 tries in 9 finals games for this magnificent Cronulla winger.
Oh, that's a lovely set piece there by the Sharkies. Harvey Norman replay. It was Nicho Hines who fed that ball on the previous.
On the last, Trindle. Oh, lovely little flick pass, and they're over! The Sharks go back to back. Nicho Hines puts Cronulla in front.
The 6 to the 7 again. It created the first try. They beat them down the left-hand edge, got into the backfield, and on the next play, the halves combine again for Nicho Hines to come up with a second try in a couple of minutes. Harvey Norman replay.
It's with Hines. Hines links up with Burns. Burns throws it. Dummy gets through. Billy Burns puts the Sharks back in the lead.
Well, that's pretty much a solo effort there by Billy Burns. Big body. And as Gal just mentioned, he's moved to the middle forward position. He gets a ball and just drifts across field. Nothing doing. Harvey Norman replay. They go from one side to the other. Look at that. Just tip on from Hines and he drifts across field. It's just a simple miss. Who was that? It was Hosking. He chased him across field. And then into Fogarty.
That's goes to Trindle. He's kicking that one out of the belly of the ball. Didn't get all of it, but it's an awkward one. And it bounces back towards the Sharks. That's knock on Canberra. This is play on. And the Sharks will help themselves to a try. Kale Iro is over. Right underneath the posts.
Gus, can you please remind everyone what happens when you let the ball bounce?
Well, if you let the ball bounce, you invite disappointment into your life. And there's a lot of disappointment here for the Raider. Harvey Norman replay. It was a wobbly old kick. No one wanted to take it. It bounces horribly back in the face of the Cronulla chasers. And just a little ricochet there to end up with Iro underneath the posts. What a wicked bounce. What a wicked, wicked bounce.
Last play.
think they'd run it, and they do run it. Oh, no, there's a kick. There's a kick. There's a try. Wilton! He's sacked the Sharks through to a preliminary final.
Right in the corner where all the Sharkies fans are as well. There's the coach's box. They're pretty subdued. But have a look at all their fans in behind. Sharks flags, they're flying high. And the Raiders, they're watching their season slip away. Teague Wilton, what about this?
King, the last man on the scene. He stopped the ball from hitting the turf. Brayley walking past, picked up. Hines from Kennedy. Kennedy gives it away. Cronulla have hit straight back. It's Sione Katoa in the right corner.
Yes, sometimes tries are because of a great play, and sometimes they're just because of a great player. This is one of those times. Melbourne Storm get up in the face of the Cronulla Sharks. Harvey Norman replay. Watch the work of Kennedy. The ball's hit the ground. The defence rushes. He's got to react and then find the channel. That's just natural talent. They didn't practice for that, but that's the instinct of the fullback. The defence presented something to him, and he was able to execute. That's brilliant.
Yeah, he beat him with his feet before he beat him with his footy. You watch Will Kennedy here. He's light on his feet, beats him with his feet, and then his footy takes over. That's a great...
They've been on the back foot defensively, Cronulla, that they are within a converted try. Margin, look at Billy stretching out. He gives it to Ramian. Ramian to Katoa. Coates up to Katoa. Katoa, he's not stopped. He reaches out and scores. The Sharks could be back level here. What a hit.
I'm worried about his right leg with the put down. It's very, very close. Brilliant football again. Billy Burns on the edge of the ruck. Finds the space, and a really good hit back here by the Sharks. Let's hope Katoa's leg doesn't touch the touchline. Harvey Norman replay and starts with a forward with an offload, and Billy Burns hits the hole beautifully. Gets the ball to Ramian. Ramian to Katoa. Coates comes across, tackles him. Katoa will get up. Right leg.
That's good.
Oh, it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good. And the run from Billy Burns was good too. Harvey Norman replay.
Cronulla trying to keep it alive here. Billy Burns with the ball, fires a pass out. Iro for the corner, he slides over, and Cronulla will get a consolation try